Are media and gamers really ditching the PlayStation 5 so they can play on the Xbox Series X console? It would seem that a lot of the small features that people threw to the side when it comes to the Series X is starting to be a huge reason why people are choosing the Xbox over the PlayStation platform. Let's get into this article where they break down why they want the Series X over the PS5. Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. Remember to hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support is greatly appreciated. Alright, enough of that. Let's get into this pretty big article that was written by Forbes where the author says he's going to be ditching the PS5 platform for the Xbox Series X. And he used the Outriders game, which is launching very soon, as a reason why he's leaving. There's a lot of great information in this article that really does shine some light on the dark side of owning a PS5. But it also talks about the amazing convenience factors that Xbox has put in place for gamers that choose to be on their platform. So let's just get straight into this article because I find it fascinating that a lot of people are pushing their PS5s to the side for the Xbox Series X. Here's what the article talks about first. I'm ditching 30 hours of PS5 Outriders demo progress for Xbox Series X. We are just days away from the launch of Outriders on all platforms, PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Stadia, and we have a unique situation where anything you've done in the demo so far carries into the final release. I did a truly absurd amount of farming a few weeks back on PS5, chest runs before they were nerfed, and I killed that one captain so many times his great-great-grandchildren are going to have a grudge against me. So to help people understand exactly what's happening here, the Outriders demo has been out for everyone to play for free on pretty much every single platform. And the great thing about this demo is that you can take all your progression with you when you decide to play the game when it releases. So like Paul Tassi, who wrote this article, mentions here, he puts over 30 hours of playing on his PS5. Yet he decided to put all of that game time and characters behind him just so he can play the game on the Xbox Series X console, which he mentions right here. And yet I've made the call to leave all that work behind and switch over to Outriders on the Xbox Series X for the actual release, even though I'll be starting from scratch. Why? A bunch of reasons. I made a video about this already, but it mainly has to do with the fundamental annoyances about the PS5 that are causing me to want to migrate to Xbox where I can, and that includes most third-party releases. So right off the bat, I have to admit that I've heard a lot of complaints when it comes to the PS5 platform. And I'm not saying these complaints are universal and everyone feels the same way, but I've heard a lot of complaints from friends and family that have invested in the Sony system and have felt almost underwhelmed by it. Now, I think that has more to do with the lack of games on the platform, games you can't get on other platforms, or the fact that you have to pay $70 for new games now, which has rubbed people the wrong way. Yet these complaints by Tassi are completely different and eye-opening to a lot of people, because these are things we've talked about on this channel and everywhere else. It's the fact that Xbox has made it easy and affordable to be on the Xbox platform. They've given so much to its customer base that at some point you have to question, why aren't you on Xbox? And a lot of those pro-consumer features that are exclusive, it would seem, to Xbox platform is why this Forbes writer decided to leave the PS5 for greener pastures. Here's the first reason why he's leaving. 1. Game Pass. While I may end up with a review code for Outriders, the game is launching on Xbox Game Pass day 1, which obviously is a big reason for many consumers to pick that version over another. If they're already signed up, Outriders is $60 on PlayStation, not $70 like some recent games, thankfully, but on Game Pass, it can feel free if you have a sub already. Now, this is obviously the most important aspect about Xbox. It's the fact that you can literally get Outriders if you pay $10 or even $15 a month on Xbox. Instead of dropping $60 on a game like the PlayStation 5 users have to, Xbox users automatically get their copy of the game if they're subscribers to the Xbox Game Pass program. Now, with over 18 million users on the platform, you can obviously see that a lot of Xbox gamers are already on there. And we have to remember, this isn't just for Outriders, but for pretty much every single game coming to the Xbox platform first-party wise, not to mention all the big and small third-party deals Xbox has locked down. So yeah, this Xbox Game Pass features with Outriders is going to sway a lot of people to come to the Xbox platform because it's cheaper to be on the platform, not to mention with the Series X, the game's going to be played better on there also. But now let's get into the next reason why he wants to switch over to the Xbox platform. Here's what's said. 2. All the tiny annoyances of the PlayStation 5 have overwhelmed me. The poor UI and the remapping of the home button, whatever they've done to the badly screw up the friends and party system, the fact that Outriders and other games will still have copying phases whenever they are patched, which will be frequently, anytime any game tries to use adaptive triggers, poor controller battery life. The list is getting long. Okay, so this is a long list of complaints that you can tell have annoyed this author for some time now. First off for me is the battery life of the controller. I bring this up first because I've heard this come up a lot. And to be honest, I had to turn off the adaptive triggers because my battery life on my PS5 just didn't last long enough for my gaming sessions. Plus, so many other people have talked about this before. Next up is the copying phase, which I've heard talked about a lot. The save transfer on Sony's platform has turned into a massive nightmare for so many people. It's almost laughable at this point because it's such a pain point for users. And seeing how Outriders is going to suffer the same fate as the other games on the PS5 platform, people are growing annoyed with constantly having to handle the save transfers and updates on their own. Something that should just work on a console that's built for convenience. But now let's move on for that and go on to the next reason. 3. Tiny non-Game Pass benefits of Xbox that add up. Like quick resume and smart delivery, the latter doesn't apply to Outriders given that it's already out for new gen, but it does for other games from Avengers to Cyberpunk, and a UI I don't hate, and I could preload Outriders a week early there. So quick resume and all the other software features we've talked about on this channel has been well documented. Being able to quickly switch between games with quick resume is a massive feature I didn't even know I wanted. Throw in smart delivery and you have one of the best feature-proof systems out there. And again, this type of convenience seems to be exclusive to the Xbox platform. And it's a massive reason why this person wants to switch to the Xbox Series X over the PS5. Who would have thought that massive software innovation is a reason to join a next generation console? It looks like Xbox knocked it out of the park and the PS5 is just playing catch up at this point. But now let's get into the next reason why he prefers the Xbox over the PS5. Crossplay. In this instance, I am not losing access to my friends who will be playing on PlayStation because Outriders is launching with crossplay on day one. Now, this is great on all platforms and something that makes it easy for gamers to play on whatever platform they want. So if you play on PS5 and Xbox, you can play together, which makes it easy to play with friends. So this is a great reason that helps gamers choose whatever platform they want to play on. But I have to mention that Sony was the last company to allow this on their platforms because they wanted to protect the younger gamers on their platform. After that sorry excuse was exposed and gamers fought back against that, they've allowed it to happen more often, which is great. But now let's move on to the last reason. 5. Am I losing that much really? Honestly, 30 hours sounds like a lot to give up, but it was mostly farming with horribly low World Tier 5 drop rates, so it was a lot of air. I only ended up with 2 legendary weapons. I mean, 2 weeks into the game, how many am I gonna have by then? The actual content of the demo is like 2 actual missions and 3 side missions, so it's really not that much to redo. Plus, you will be rerunning missions to farm them anyway. That much is clear. I don't mind a blank slate even if it puts me a few hours behind at the start. And this is the main thing I have a feeling people don't really understand, which is people, especially gamers, are really open to moving off of a platform they're on, especially when you throw in crossplay, new games, and of course convenience and price of the next generation consoles. So when someone plays a game for a couple of hours, it's no big deal to move over to a new platform if the price is right. And when you start to get cross-save and cross-play games, it's going to be even easier for people to transfer over. And that's exactly what Xbox is doing. They're making it easier for gamers to come over to their platform, from smart delivery, Game Pass, free FPS boosts, and enhanced games. Throw in the Series S and X prices and you can see plenty of gamers transferring over to the Xbox platform. Much like this person is doing right now, because of all those annoyances the PS5 didn't try to fix for gamers. So yeah, I can see over time gamers getting annoyed with the PlayStation 5 and its inconveniences. And they'll look at the awesome free features Xbox has for them. It's become a true plug-and-play system for Xbox users. All the while, to take full advantage of the PS5, you have to jump through so many loopholes. And this isn't something that's just popped up out of nowhere. No, this is something that a lot of people have talked about when it comes to the PlayStation 5 platform. While the hardware is decent in the system and can truly shine, the overall feature set of the system software-wise is lacking compared to the Xbox Series X. And that's something the article mentions right here. Again, I am not tossing away my PS5. I'm still playing all the exclusives I'll need to play there. I'm still playing Destiny 2 there. When crossplay activates, we'll revisit this. But for third-party games like Outriders and others, I'm moving to Xbox this generation. Sony didn't try hard enough to retain my loyalty this time around, breaking what wasn't broken and not fixing clear issues from last gen. And that's where I want to close out this video, because while Sony had an amazing generation with the PS4 and a lot of gamers love what they did, it doesn't mean that we can't demand more and better from them, especially when we enter a new generation. And the competition in Xbox is better than ever now. So yeah, we will see more people going to the Xbox platform, and we will see the PS5 getting more negative attention because they truly need to upgrade their software and bring more features to the console. Or else, just like this writer from Forbes, gamers will start to go to the better and more affordable option. Either way, competition brings better products for us the gamers. Let's hope Sony starts to compete with what Xbox is offering, because right now, Xbox has a lot of momentum going their way. But enough of what I think about this. Let me know what you think about this. Are you surprised that people are leaving the PS5 for the Xbox Series X? What features does the PS5 need to implement to compete with the Xbox Series X? Is the Bethesda deal going to draw even more people to the platform? Is Xbox Game Pass turning into Xbox's greatest weapon? Go down below and let me know. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support helps out the channel more than you know. And give me a follow on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my latest videos. Plus, I love interacting with everyone there, so get on Twitter and let's talk about gaming. Also, follow me on Xbox Live. My gamer tag is Zalker87, just like my channel name. See what games I'm playing, and let's compete in achievements for the month. Right now, I'm playing a lot of Warhammer games, kind of like those Diablo-esque games. Warhammer 40k Inquisitor, I've been playing that a lot. It's a lot of fun, really brutal and just a lot of fun. You kind of get new gear, and it's kind of been like a little RPG light for me, so I'm having a lot of fun with that. And I'm also playing Warhammer Chaos Bane. That's a lot of fun, and it has a Series X upgrade, so the resolution's bumped, the FPS is bumped, and it looks stunning on there with my OLED. So I'm having a lot of fun with those games, and I'm probably going to be jumping into Outriders this weekend. I can't wait for that game. So I'm kind of glad that they talked about it, because it coming to Game Pass day one just makes it that much better. So I'm probably going to be playing that all weekend. I'm really looking forward to Outriders because I kind of miss having a nice multiplayer game to play with my friends. But let me know down below what you're playing. Are you playing on your Xbox, your PS5, or your PC? Are you waiting for Outriders so you're not really jumping into anything new? Let me know down below, because that's what we're here for, to talk about gaming. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.